Hey there guys, I'm Carter, and in today's video I'm going to be covering my top 7 self-care apps. Let's get right into it. App number 1 is an app called Friday.app. That's how you can find it. You just type that into your address bar. Now, the nice thing about Friday is you can create different prompts that show up every day or every, once a week or whatever you set it for, and you can ask yourself questions based on how you're feeling. This also works well if you have large teams and you're trying to track the overall sentiment of your team. Is everybody happy? Does anyone have questions? What goals are they striving for? So personally, it works well as a way to reflect and kind of journal on how you're feeling and then kind of track that later down the road. But in a team atmosphere, it kind of gives you a pulse on how everyone's feeling and what kind of productivity levels everyone has going on. So this is my app number 1 for self-care. I really enjoy this app, and I think they're a pretty young company, so they're still growing quite a bit and adding features. So this is just the tip of the iceberg with what Friday has to offer, but this is definitely a great feature for self-care. Coming in at number 2, I have Brain.fm. Brain.fm is it's a great app. I've made videos on it before, and when it comes to audio and work and combining the two, or audio and sleep, or audio and relaxation, or whatever it may be, Brain FM comes in clutch because they've actually done research, and there's scientific white papers that they've written and whatnot on the benefits of listening to their music to improve your focus or to improve your sleep or whatever it may be, or even just to help you be more relaxed or more creative. And I found that it helps out a ton. So definitely check out Brain FM. If you want to, you can check out our affiliate link in the description, and they'll give us a little bit of a kickback. But Brain FM is great for work. I wouldn't be listening to Spotify or anything like that when you're working. It's not the best way to get into deep work. Maybe if you're listening to classical music or something like that. But I would recommend you actually get a nice soundtrack for your work environment that's actually going to help you focus on work. And the nice thing is this music almost kind of fades into the background, and it just keeps you in the zone, if you will. Now coming right back at you with app number 3. App number 3 is called Endel. And Endel, I would say, is probably somewhat of a competitor to Brain FM. They take a different approach with audio, and they actually take it a step further to tracking through your Oura ring. If you guys have an Oura ring, then it's basically a wearable for sleep. I have mine on right now. So the Oura ring has these little sensors in it, and essentially it just tracks your sleep and your activity throughout the day, and then it concludes, what your readiness level is and how really ready you are to take on the day, I guess. It'll also pull stats from your Apple Watch. So if you have one of these, you can sync up Endel with your Apple Watch, and it will actually track your vitals and whatnot and create music based on that. That helps you focus or relax or basically achieve whatever goal you're trying to achieve. Endel has sleep, focus, relaxation, and recovery. So it's a pretty neat app, and it's helped me a lot with focus. It's the main audio that I listen to on a regular basis, unless I get into a break or something like that and I'm just chilling and I want to throw on some music on my Alexa. And in that case, it's great to listen to whatever, but if I'm trying to focus or relax or whatever, Endel comes in clutch. The other thing that I would note is Brain FM is really pretty solid, and I like a lot of their tracks, but Endel, I think they're taking it a step further with how custom they're getting with the music. They base it on the weather. They base it on your current cycles of focus and whatnot. It's pretty interesting. It's a cool project. Definitely worth checking out. Moving on to app number 4, I have Headspace for meditation. This has always been my staple meditation app. I've tried a lot of them. I've tried Calm and some of the other ones out there. But Headspace really has always come in clutch for me. It's always helped me relax. It's always helped make meditation fun through their little animated videos. And there's something about Andy, the founder's voice, when he is doing the meditations. I don't know what it is, but very calming guy, very interesting way that he looks at the world. And it's provided me with higher tier skills when it comes to meditation. And it's like helped me excel a lot faster with the way that he explains it. I don't know if that's just personally me or if it would help others, but I definitely recommend, if you haven't tried out Headspace for meditation, definitely give it a shot. They have all kinds of different situational meditations if you end up paying for Headspace, but they've also got some great free basic trainings that you can take, and that'll just give you a good foundation with your meditation. The next app on my list is Acorns. Now, Acorns is basically a better way to save money. You may have heard of it from financial YouTubers, but I feel like this fits under the category of self-care a little bit, because with Acorns, it's not as boring and traditional as wiring money into your IRA, with your financial manager and whatnot. Acorns kind of has this fun interface, and they gamify saving money, and it's also, like, I found quite thoughtless. When the money is leaving the account, it's not as noticeable necessarily as some of these huge chunks of money that you might throw into a savings account here and there. And Acorns all around just makes saving money fun and effortless and interesting. So I'm going to give Acorns a shot on this list. I've really been personally enjoying it a lot so far. And I'm also going to throw, if I can get one, an affiliate link in the description. If you guys haven't signed up for Acorns, I have plenty of other savings accounts, but I found that like having an Acorns account too to stash money away and kind of squirrel money away, if you will, is kind of nice. And you'll kind of look back and say, wow, I actually saved a ton of money. All those little sums really added up. And it's something you don't even have to think about. It's a great way to give yourself some self-care and help your future self in a way. Now, jumping on to the next app, this one is actually partially a wearable, and that is my Oura ring that I was talking about earlier in this video. If it'll focus. Now, the cool thing about the Oura ring is it has these sensors in it, and it basically just tracks light, and that's how it basically detects what your heart rate is, and then it bases a lot of its feedback on heart rate variability, as well as body temperature. There's a few other metrics that they really look at a lot to try to decipher whether or not you are, in good shape for to take on the day. And the app has some really interesting graphics that just help you visualize your sleep a lot better. And Oura is also known for, how sleek it looks for one. It's like very seamless on your finger. It's pretty comfortable for all the technology that they have packed into it. And the app is probably like the best sleeping app that you've ever seen, sleep tracking app that you've ever seen. I definitely think you should try it out and take your sleep a little bit more seriously, because sleep is one of those health things that just gets overlooked so much, and a lot of your problems can actually be solved through sleeping more and getting a better quality of sleep. So I would just say pay a little bit of attention to it, and next time you're thinking about getting a wearable to track your sleep, I wouldn't pick up a Fitbit or an Apple Watch. They're just kind of annoying on the wrist, honestly, for sleep. I use my Apple Watch literally just for tracking workouts. And then everything else, even the activity tracking and whatnot, I just do on Oura. The only thing that the Apple Watch really beats it on is, of course, like tracking a live workout. And of course, the fact that you can play music and you can take calls from your Apple Watch and whatnot, and you can do GPS. But if you just want like a seamless wearable that's working in the background, you can even turn this thing on airplane mode so that it's not putting off any EMFs or anything like that. So it's kind of nice. You can go into airplane mode and save all of your health data for up to 7 days. And since we're talking about apps, the technology in the Oura Ring app is amazing. And the way that they display the sleep data makes it exciting to wake up in the morning. And instead of reaching for my phone to go to Twitter or the news or my email, I've found that ever since I've had Oura Ring, I am so excited when I wake up to check my sleep stats. That's just like the first thing that I do every morning. So I definitely recommend checking out Oura. Rounding out the list at number 7, we have Rooted. Now, Rooted is basically a panic button for panic disorders or anxiety. They have this great interface where they literally just keep it very simple. They have kind of like an emergency button located in the app that you can click on if you're ever having a panic attack, and it walks you through a flow of options. If you've ever struggled with anxiety, you know that each panic attack or each part of your anxiety can feel a little bit different. Sometimes you feel in control and ready to take on the world and fix it, and sometimes it just feels like an overwhelming fear. And you can tell that the people behind this app really did their research into anxiety and what's going on in someone's mind when they are having a panic attack or when they are dealing with anxiety. So if you've ever dealt with that, definitely check out Rooted. This is one of the very few apps that was actually able to help me get through panic disorders when I was having problems with panic disorders in the past. So definitely check out Rooted. They've got lots of great resources for surviving your next panic attack. And that pretty much finishes up my list for top 7 self-care apps in my personal arsenal. These might not be great for everyone, but I just wanted to share the ones that I'm currently enjoying, and I hope that it gave you some ideas. Some of these are pretty typical, and some of these may be surprises to see on this list. But overall, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please go ahead and leave a like. Comment below letting me know which apps you've tried out or which ones you're excited to try out now that you've seen this video. And if you do want to try out any of these apps, please go ahead and use our affiliate links. I'm going to put affiliate links down in the description. They support the channel a ton if you use those links to purchase or to get a deal on any of these apps. So definitely check those out if you get a chance, and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. I'll see you guys in the next one.